Okay, so I don't post much, but this is eating me alive. I need to tell someone. Maybe if I write it out, it'll start to make sense. It started with knocking. At first, just a dull knock. Once or twice, from the wall that separates my apartment from my neighbor Tom's. Tom's a quiet guy, mid-30s, always nods politely in the hallway but never talks much. We've shared this wall for 2 years and barely exchanged more than 10 words. The knocking came every night for 3 nights in a row. Around 3 a.m. Always just a couple of taps, like someone testing the wall. I figured maybe he had a weird sleep schedule. Or maybe mice. Or a kid visiting, though I'd never seen one. But by the 4th night, the knocking turned into pounding. And then it started talking back. Day 4 to 3:12 a.m. I was woken by a bang that shook my nightstand. I sat up, heart pounding, and heard it again. Thud, 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 coming from the shared wall, right near my headboard. Then a voice, muffled through drywall. Don't fall asleep. I froze. It was Tom's voice, raspy, panicked. Tom. I called out, pressing my ear to the wall. There was silence for a second. Then a softer thud, like a hand slapping the wall, and again. It gets in when I sleep. It's in the corners. I see it when I blink. Don't fall asleep. The voice cracked at the end. I grabbed my phone and texted him. We exchanged numbers for emergencies ages ago, but never used them. You okay, man? That was you just now? No reply. Day 5. I knocked on his door in the afternoon. No answer. But I heard shuffling inside, like someone moving quickly away. I didn't push it. That night, no pounding. But I didn't sleep well. My bedroom felt, watched, like someone was inches from my face while I laid in bed. Day 6. I ran into Tom in the hallway. He looked like hell, sunken eyes, twitchy fingers, muttering to himself. He had at least 4 days' worth of stubble and smelled like copper and sweat. Tom, I said carefully, you all right? He stopped, looked up slowly, and his eyes twitched, like they couldn't focus on me. He whispered, you ever see shadows move when there's no light? What? He just shook his head violently and backed into his apartment without another word. Day 7. I started hearing him talking to himself through the wall. Non-stop. Night and day. Not words exactly. Just rapid, mumbling streams of sound. Sometimes it was screaming. Sometimes crying. But always talking. I couldn't take it anymore. I called the landlord. He said Tom had paid rent early last month and had never caused problems. Promised to check in. The next morning, I found a sticky note on my door. If he comes to your door, don't answer. Even if it sounds like me. Day 8. The mumbling stopped. It was worse. Now there was scraping. Like nails across wood. Coming from the wall, my floor, even the ceiling. And whispers. Not Tom's voice. Whispers like a chorus. Male and female, layered and overlapping. Nonsensical. Wet. I recorded one of the whispers on my phone and slowed it down. One phrase became audible. He blinked. Day 9. Tom banged on my door at 3:06 a.m. I didn't answer. Remembered the note. He kept banging. For 15 minutes. Then he started laughing. This long, dry, exhausted laugh. The kind of laugh you hear in padded rooms. Then a sharp thud. And silence. I called 911. They found him in his bathtub. Fully clothed. Eyes wide open. Blood vessels burst like fireworks. His hands were raw from scratching something. He hadn't eaten in days. But worst of all, he'd stuffed cotton balls soaked in superglue over his eyelids. To keep them open. Day 10. I couldn't stop thinking about what he said. About the thing that gets in when you sleep. I hadn't believed it, but that night, as I drifted off, I felt something shift. Like gravity dropped for a second. When I closed my eyes, I saw it. Just a glimpse. A face. All teeth and eyes. Grinning. Inches from mine. Hanging in a black void. I screamed. Myself awake. I didn't sleep again. Day 11. I dug through Tom's social media, his old posts, everything. I needed answers. He had one post from 6 years ago on a dead forum. If you go long enough without sleep, you start to see what's always been there. What the dark hides. That's why our brains shut us down. To protect us. And another comment. It's not sleep paralysis. It's sleep access. It waits for your mind to power down. Day 12. I haven't slept. I can't. Every time I close my eyes, I feel it getting closer. My phone camera started flickering when I pointed it toward the corners of the room. Once, for half a second, I saw a shape. Bent. Crawling. Smiling. I haven't turned off the lights in 2 days. Day 13. I caught myself blinking too long. Heard a giggle behind me. My light started flickering. There's a message scratched into the bathroom mirror. You blinked. Day 14. I nailed blackout curtains to every window. Bought a military-grade headlamp and taped it to my forehead. I'm surrounded by light. Still, it gets darker. The corners stretch. I saw Tom again. Not really him, but his outline. Standing in the hallway, smiling with lidless eyes. Day 15. This is my last post. I'm writing this in the kitchen. All the lights are on. Every bulb. The microwave door is open just to keep the inside light on. But I'm slipping. My brain is shutting down. I know it. I keep seeing flickers out the corner of my eye. My own reflection is wrong. If you're reading this, take this seriously. Sleep. Let your brain protect you. Don't try to fight it. You won't win. And if someone knocks at your door at 3 a.m., even if it sounds like me, don't answer.